What are light codes and how can you activate them? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sylvia Salo and I help light workers and starseeds to remember who they are. And the topic of this video are light codes. Maybe you have heard this term before or you are entirely new to it. So I'm going to first explain what a light code is. A light code is an untapped information hidden within your DNA. Once you unlock this light code, this information, there's a release of a new level of consciousness, release of entirely new octave of frequency and light that reboots your system. It changes you. You are never the same after a light code has been released within you. Some examples of light codes being released that I believe many people have experienced, at least in the spiritual realms, is the heart chakra activation. This is an example of a light code being activated. Another example would be that you spontaneously access your life past memories, or maybe you access memories from different planets, from higher dimensions. Another example of light code activation would be activating your psychic gifts. So let's say all of a sudden you are able to read people's minds, and just a moment before you didn't have that skill, didn't have that ability. This is exactly when the light code opens up. There is this like missing link in the evolution. There is like almost missing logical steps because the evolution has tapped into a higher frequency. It's really upgraded itself, and so you may not have had access to something just 5 minutes before, and then it happens and you are changed forever. This is how light codes work. This is how they operate. You never know exactly when they will open up, but there is a whole design and process in it. Light codes are activated as a side product of your spiritual evolution. In a way, you don't have to focus on activating the light codes within your DNA. It will happen spontaneously. It is being activated by your soul's energy. First, those codes are fired up in the higher energetic bodies, and then it kind of trickles down all the way into our physical body, into our DNA, and then it opens up things within our DNA. And because of this, we are becoming a new version of human beings. So there is not going to be Homo sapiens anymore. There will be some new word for it, whatever it will be, but this is who we are becoming. For starseeds, for those of you who have spent the majority of your lifetimes outside of Earth and you just come here during the golden ages, you are masters at activating, firing up those light codes within yourself, because you are here to kind of model the path, the way to that new human for other people. And so you might have light codes activations more frequently. Also, light codes should not be attempted to open up artificially by force. As I said, it happens naturally. If you focus on your own evolution, on remembering who you are, if you have truly the deepest desire to remember your true self, it will be activating those light codes. And so when they are activated, it's like the bandwidth of light and frequency upon which we create and operate, it increases, it expands. So you have access to more information, you have access to more of your skills. And you are more and more realizing your potential because of it. So it's like, as I said, it may feel like something is not possible. And then the light codes unleashes within you, and in a moment, of course, it's possible. Like you just experience magic literally in front of your eyes, because now you have access to that something that's creating those changes. It's activating that quantum shift and quantum reality within yourself. Light codes can also open up when you are in specific places. There are certain places for each soul that are the most powerful. I mean, physical locations on the earth where you have access to your power the most. And when you are in those places, there is a big likelihood that some of those light codes will get activated. That's why it's good to listen to your soul. If your soul is telling you, well, you should travel here and there and so on, like go to this country, and you are thinking, oh, it doesn't make any sense, I don't know how to make it happen and so on, but then you go, you somehow make it happen, and then you experience a huge transformation because the land itself has been holding that frequency for you, and it connects to the frequency within your DNA, and then it creates that explosion, that firing up of the DNA, of the codes within it. And also if you travel to different location where you truly feel the attraction and call to go, you may also tap into the energy and frequency that you have left there in different lifetimes. And once you tap into it, into that field of energy, all that remembrance of that lifetime goes into you, and you're like, wow, something just happened. Now I remember, I have flashes of memories from those times. I have more access to this kind of information that I didn't have before. So light codes can be also activated in physical places. Another form of activating the light codes are through specifically created activations. Now there are many activations everywhere, and here you truly have to follow your soul's resonance, because not all of those activations are good. Like, you have to truly feel when it's the right time for you to do certain activation and from whom you would like to receive it. Listen to that resonance. It's very important. Another form how the light codes can be unleashed and activated is through certain people. And now I don't mean like a spiritual teacher opens up light codes for you, which of course can happen. This is also one way. Especially if the teacher is conscious of it, they can create a quantum field for you and they fire up your light codes and you are evolving very quickly. This is 100% possible and it's happening. But there is also other way, when another person can open up your light codes and they are not conscious of it at all. Maybe they are not even spiritual, it doesn't matter. What matters is that they have something within them that is almost like on the other side of a spectrum. And when you meet them, it connects. It's like you feel like, oh, now, like there's been something missing. When I'm with this person, I feel like something is coming together. There's this full cycle closing somehow. And they open up those codes in you. And they might not be aware of it at all. They might not have that experience at all. An example of this would be what I call the heart opener, which is my own term for twin flames, which is so charged up with misinformation that I don't like to use it that much. So the heart opener activates the light codes within you and you experience a heart chakra activation, maybe even a spontaneous Kundalini awakening. Maybe you remember different lifetimes. All that can happen and the other person may not experience any of it. And then the mind might project it onto that person and think, oh, I have to be with them because I feel so amazing with them. Maybe they just open up certain light codes within you. And so this is just a short video on light codes. The main points are there is tremendous, infinite, to be precise, infinite potential within us. We are evolving into a higher form of human being. we are stepping more and more into that galactic level. It will still take some time, don't worry, but we are on the journey. And what enables us to have access to higher and higher consciousness are those light codes that are being activated. And you don't have to worry about it at all, because as I said, as long as you focus on your evolution, as long as you focus on working with your soul and embodying your higher self's energy and remembering who you are, those codes will be activating and you will always feel it. As I said, there is no going back after a light code has unlocked itself. It's almost like you have access to a greater part of you. Some part of you that has been separated, maybe it has been in different dimension or so-called past or the future or wherever in the time, and you access it. And of course it upgrades your entire system. And even the desire to be fired up, activated, be on fire, to feel that fire burning within you. This alone will speed up the whole process. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below if you have experienced a light code activation within you, or if this is the first time you've heard about this topic. Let me know. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.